everybody. It is Christine. It is time for a twofer. It's a twofer. It's a 52-week, 52 photos, favorite photos, one weekly hop. And it is Mix It Up Monday with the Paper Snob. So let me show you the sketch. So with Mix It Up Monday, we use a sketch, and then we have to do some mixed media, which this sketch actually shows some mixed media, so that makes it kind of easy. And it looks like Cassandra Tooth designed it. Oh, I love this sketch a lot. I'm not going to lie. So we got our pattern papers on the outside, got a, background in the middle here with the mixed media. It shows a couple of photos. I've got one photo I'll show you. This is actually kind of a bigger photo. So, and then basically this diagonal design with some embellishments here and here in the title. And then you could call that like a journaling spot. You could theoretically make it pattern paper if you want to, but I think that's intended for journaling. So the photo I have is this photo here. This is me and my hubby. I actually have this, oh God, y'all, that boba tea right there. It was a honey ginger chrysanthemum tea. Sounded great. We got it. Oh my God, so much ginger, you guys. So much ginger. I like ginger, but it was a little over the top. But that's the photo I've got. We had gone out. We had worked in the chicken coop and was tired, and I didn't want to cook, and he said, let's go to dinner. So we went and had dinner, and then we had boba tea afterward. I've got this worn lipstick here because I pulled out, this is a hip kit from May of last year, and I think I'm going to end up, let me see, sorry about the crinkles, y'all, and sorry about all the shine too, but it is what it is, So I love this Simple Things title. So I think I'm going to use this as my title. I think that is just so pretty. And there's all these little florals, which I think is great. Of course, there's obviously these pieces with little enamel dots. There's some, well, did I use all the ephemera? What the heck? Did I lose it? There's no way I used all that, you guys. I have no idea. There's some wordy bits and some tags and whatnot. More little bits here. There's this cute little foam font. But if I use that, I don't know if I need that. I'm liking it, though, because I have this piece here. So this could be maybe the journaling spot. But I'm also liking it because there's all these florals, which kind of the main reason I picked it, truth be told. Because I saw these florals. I thought, oh, those are so pretty. This might be too big based on the sketch. That's cute. I think I'm going to go with this piece. And then in the middle, I want it to show my mixed media. I may have to get a piece of white cardstock, you guys. Yep, I'm going to have to get a piece of white cardstock because that's going to show my mixed media a little bit better. So that'll be kind of that, right? So let me get a piece of white cardstock, and I may fussy cut these to do those florals. And there's actually this cute little bit here, so I don't know if I'll cut these out or not. That's kind of cute, too. That's kind of cute little checkerboard deal. I've never used to see that. That could be cute. I've got some ideas now. I don't know why I don't know what. I forget what these things have in it. That's terrible. Okay, let me go grab a piece of white cardstock and fussy cut some of these out, and I'll be back on in a minute. Well, y'all, I tried to record this yesterday, and I had too many interruptions, so I'm starting over. Okay, so I've got my white cardstock. I've taken that worn lipstick, and I've mushed it on my glass mat, and I'm going to add some water. Now, I'll tell you, I'm going to add, I do sprinkles here, but they're kind of little to me. So in just a minute, I'm going to take even more water, but I'll actually kind of pick all this up and sprinkle around. I don't hate it. I mean, if this had all I had, I would have been fine, but in a second, I'm going to add more water, and I'm actually happy because I get kind of more bigger splotches. So I guess that's a tip. I'll keep my own self in mind here. If I ever need bigger splotches, just add more water. So here I go. I've got a little more water, and look, I got these big, nice splotches now. So I'm going to just put this around, and then in a second, I'm going to clean that up. And then I'm going to measure. I'm going to try to figure out my florals over here. In my head, I'm going, okay, I'm looking at the sketch, and I think 3 inches is going to be right. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to start to cut the 3 inches in just a second. I'm going to get this branding strip off of here, and you'll see me. I'm going to look at it and think, well, wait, is that right? So then I'm going to pull the little piece of mixed media background over here and double check myself and think, well, no, wait a minute. Is 3 inches going to work? And so I'm going to lay this down and kind of put the 3 inches over and go, yeah, that looks good. So we're going to go 3 inches. So I'm going to be using 3 and 3. So I mean, obviously 6 inches of this paper, which works out because I will use the back side of it. I think it's the yellow, and I'll end up using the back side of it. Well, I'm saying that. Yeah, I think it's the yellow. So I'm going to glue this down with my ATG, which it did finally arrive. Yes, the yellow. It finally arrived. I think I'm going to have to order one more little roll. I've got myself on like one roll a month. And there for a little bit, I hadn't gone through as many. I think because we were moving all that stuff last year, I kind of had a little stockpile. Well, I've gone through my stockpile. And now I'm wondering, should I be on 2 rolls a month? Because, y'all, I do go through it. So, but I'm happy to have this roll. Because that little bitty one, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure it's going to stick eventually. But we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to glue these down. And then I'm going to look at my, what do I do next? I think the photo, I start looking at it. Yes, I've got my photo. I printed it with a border. I have a selfie printer. I get asked about that now and again. I do print most of my photos at home unless I already have them. You know, I have like buckets of photos already printed. But otherwise, my more current stuff, I tend to print at home because I don't know. It's one of those, I don't do chronological, but sometimes, I go, oh, I want to do this recent photo. I want to make sure I get it documented before I forget what's going on. So I'm going to do this yellow here. And I've got the blue, which I believe is the backside of the fussy cut flowers that I'm going to use eventually. And I'm going to end up double matting it. And I initially thought to put it on foam, but I'll change my mind and you'll see why in just a minute. And so here's the blue, and I kind of have to mess with this. It fits perfectly, though. It's really okay. I'm kind of pleased with that. So I'm going to double mat my photo. I still have enough of these papers, this collection left, too, y'all. There's one that has like well, I think I showed it to you guys. It has like a sunshiny background of like a little mini landscape. I might have to see about that. I have to think on that one. Okay, so that's going to go there. That's per the sketch, right? Now I'm thinking, okay, well, what do I want to put? Oh, wait, no. This will be my journaling spot down there. So I'm going to look at this and kind of cut it out. This will take me a second. I should probably have edited it, truthfully, because I'm just using scissors to cut out this little square of a ledger that's on the back side of, I don't think I show you in this video, but it has like little rainbow scallop looking things on the back side. That's why you see that funny little scallop cut there. But this little ledger paper works perfectly for what she kind of showed as a journaling spot. I mean, you could technically have just written right on the paper or whatever, and many times, honestly, I'll find wordy bit stickers, but in this case, I do actually go ahead and journal. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, well, what can I do for my second little element that she shows? And I noticed this little sticker that's like a picture frame. Well, maybe I don't notice that yet. I look at this stuff here, these little acrylic pieces. I know I got my title. So I guess I figured at this point, well, let me figure out my title and then figure out what I want to put on the right-hand side. By the way, also, I've got my picture shifted to the left a little bit too far. I'm going to end up moving that over to the right in just a second because I notice on the sketch, she's got a little space. It's actually in the middle, and I was overlapping it, and I really shouldn't have. But here's where I decided to use that little sticker that was a picture frame looking thing and make a shaker pocket. So I got some foam tape. I did have to put like 3 layers because it was a little bit slim. And these little acrylic pieces are a little bit thick. So it's a slim thick, So I have to put 3 layers of the foam tape there. But I'm going to put some of the little acrylic pieces. And then I do add a little bit of sequins in here just to add a little bit of interest. And I'm enjoying this. I hadn't made a shaker pocket in a while. So this was kind of fun, a little bit unexpected. Because I didn't really actually plan to do this initially. It just kind of came about because, like I said, I needed that second element. And I saw that little frame sticker. And I thought, well, that could be really cute. So I have filled that up. I'm going to pull my tape off, and then I'm going to set my yellow background on it. I contemplated a white background, and I thought, no, it's kind of getting lost on the white, main piece. And then I looked at blue, and that was losing the colors of the little pieces. So I went with the yellow, and I think this looks really pretty. So I'm going to use just scissors to cut around it after I've stuck it down. That's I have found that's kind of the easiest. Look, I already tried it once. I actually screwed up. I had put 2 layers of the foam tape down, and it wasn't thick enough. So I had to yank it off and start over, or not start over, but add another layer. So, all right, I got my shaker pocket done. I got my photo there. I got my title laying there. And I'm like, okay, let me see. Maybe this is where I notice, no, not yet. I'm going to start messing with these flowers. At some point, I will notice the photo needs to shift to the right. I just don't remember exactly when I do that. I have this big doily piece. In her sketch, she had multiple circular elements in the 2 corners. This was the only circular element, so technically this is the only one I end up using. And also had those little pieces I had to pop out of there. So I'll pop this down in the lower right, upper left. I can't remember which one I did it on, y'all. And this is, I think, maybe where I noticed the photo needs to shift over. Well, I think I'm still looking, y'all. I'm still fastening. That's how I do. Oh, I even glue it down. That's right. And I remember I glued it down. I was like, oh, wait. This is where I realized, oh, no, you need to come over. And I tear this paper up, y'all. Oh, well, it's fine. Good new ATG will tear paper every time. Okay, so now you see I've shifted it. So I've got that little bit of white on the left side of the photo now of the background there. So I got my goods there. So now I'm going to organize these fussy cut flowers. This is the ones I cut out of the paper that had all the little florals printed on it. It gets a little bit lost on the floral, but not terrible. I mean, they're bigger scale, so you can see them. And I think I do. I come back in later after I've done this before. I'll glue stuff down, and when it kind of curls up naturally, like where I've fussy cut, it kind of creates a little bit of a curl sometimes. I will add little foam pieces to give it that, you know, permanent like lift on it. So I glued that down. I'm going to use Nuvo glue to glue the acrylic title down. I don't journal on camera. I'll journal off camera, but you will see that I've journaled on that little journaling spot when you see the slowdown and the stills. So let's see what else I got going on here. Oh, just using my Nuvo glue. I probably should have cut some of this out, you guys. I actually didn't cut much out of this, so it didn't actually take me all that long, other than maybe constructing this shaker pocket with the foam things, because I kind of messed it up. So that got a little bit time consuming, but not terribly bad. Just trying to figure out where my flowers are going to go. Here's where I'm going to glue down my little acrylic. I like that title. I need to get some acrylics. I have Miss Tara has, she's recommended a company. Oh my gosh. She knows her too. She's been to her house. Oh, I'll have to go find it. Now I feel bad. I can't remember off the top of my head. I've got the email. I got a text or something. I'll go find it. Anyway, they have like acrylic subscription boxes, and I keep thinking about doing that. But I'm terrible about subscription boxes sometimes because I don't use everything and it just piles up. So I got to be a little bit smart about it. But I think you can also buy a la carte. But anyways, I've glued all the flowers down. I'm going to look at the wordy bits now because she did have in the upper left up there on the sketch, there's a couple little wordy bits shown. So I'm going to add those. I got to find something though, because all these were kind of specific, if I'm honest. I think this is like, I love the smile. I'm going to decide to put foam behind these because they were getting a little bit lost on the flowers. And Saturn decided to join us, you guys. She was in a mood yesterday. My goodness. I was in a meeting and that cat jumped on my desk. It was no less than 5 times. I kept moving her and the lady was so kind. It was a supplier too. She was like, she kind of laughed. Some days I feel funny because I'm like, am I unprofessional with this cat that won't stay off my desk? But then I go, well, people are usually pretty kind about it. So I guess we're all just living life on this rock circling the sun, right? So we got to be a little bit gracious to each other. All right, so I got my couple little wordy bits there. And I don't know that I think I add a flower sticker to the side of the journaling piece because I think it's pretty. I just like the flower. I mean, again, it's not really on her sketch, but I thought, well, this is really pretty. And then at that point, what else do I do, you guys? Oh, I decided there was these little, not enamel, the little flare, like little wood, there's a wood grain like frame around this little flare thing. And I thought, I'm going to add some of these. I mean, I had them, I need to use the stuff. So I thought I'll go ahead and stick this stuff on here. And that was kind of cute too. I think I got 3 out of it just to kind of fill in those floral areas. I started to stick it there and I go, no, I don't like you up there. You're going to move. I fast just a tad. Here we go. And that is the layout, you guys. Isn't this cute? I actually love this collection and I love this sketch. This was a great sketch. So here you can see the slow down here and you can kind of see my little shaker pocket. They'll move a little bit. See that? They're kind of moving. Isn't that cute? I like this a lot. Anyways, you guys have a lovely day. Don't forget to check out the playlist. There's people that play along because Paper Snob, she has a whole Facebook group, by the way. And I think I don't know if the links are in there, but if you ever need to know, just let me know. I can drop the link to her group. It's a Facebook group, and she does multiple hops. You guys, you'll see me talk about them. So make sure you check out that playlist. Give everybody some love. Don't forget to do the like and subscribe thing. And y'all have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.